In the ever-evolving landscape of college football, few positions generate as much buzz and debate as wide receivers, especially when it comes to projecting their future in the NFL. But here's where it gets controversial. How do scouts separate the raw athleticism from true game-changing ability? For the 2026 NFL draft class, the conversation is just beginning. And while there might not be a clear-cut top 10 prospect yet, this year's group of wideouts offers plenty of depth and intrigue. Let's dive into Dane Brugler's latest positional rankings for wide receivers and explore what makes these players stand out, or where they still need to grow. Before we get into the rankings, it's worth noting that Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith is widely regarded as the best wide receiver in college football right now. With his polished skill set and undeniable readiness for the professional level, he'd likely be a strong contender for the #1 overall pick, if only he were eligible. Unfortunately for NFL fans eager to see him on Sundays, Smith won't be draft eligible until 2027. That leaves the door open for other talented playmakers to make their case over the next 8 months. Will any of them rise above the pack? That remains to be seen. But the competition promises to be fierce. Now let's break down the top 5 wide receivers in Brugler's 2026 NFL Draft Summer Scouting Series. 1. Jordyn Tyson. Arizona State, 6'2", 200 pounds. Tyson is a fascinating player to watch because he combines size with remarkable agility. Despite standing at 6'2", he moves like a smaller athlete, using his fluidity and acceleration to create separation at key moments during routes. His initial burst off the line allows him to stack cornerbacks vertically or snap off crisp breaks, leaving defenders off balance. Once the ball is in the air, Tyson shifts into another gear, showcasing his competitiveness and natural adjustments to secure difficult catches. For example, take his 2 touchdowns against Kansas State. Both plays highlight his quickness at the snap, precise footwork, and ability to accelerate mid-route, giving his quarterback reliable targets even in tight coverage. However, Tyson does have room for improvement, specifically cutting down on drops. While his 8.5% drop rate isn't alarming, consistency will be crucial if he wants to maximize his potential as a top-tier receiver. Tyson's journey adds another layer to his story. After leading Colorado in receiving yards as a true freshman in 2022, he felt unwanted under new head coach Deion Sanders and transferred to Arizona State. Battling injuries along the way, including a serious knee injury and a broken collarbone, Tyson has shown resilience. Now, with a supportive coaching staff and a returning quarterback, he has the tools to become a Biletnikoff Award finalist and solidify himself as WR1 in the 2026 draft. Chris Bell, Louisville, 6.1½ V, 227 V. Bell embodies the phrase big and explosive. Walking onto the field, he immediately passes the eye test with his muscular frame. But it's his performance that truly impresses. At 227 pounds, Bell uses his physicality to dominate defenders, making tough grabs look routine. Combine that with his 4.4 speed, and you have a player capable of stretching defenses vertically or breaking tackles after the catch. One standout play came against Pitt, where Bell shrugged off contact from a defender before exploding downfield, leaving the rest of the defense in his wake. Still, Bell is relatively inexperienced compared to others in his class, having only started last season. His route tree could expand further in 2025, which would help refine his craft and elevate his draft stock. Number 3, Carnell Tate, Ohio State, 6'3", 190E. Tate brings a unique blend of length and smoothness to the position. His slender build and light feet allow him to glide past press coverage, building speed rapidly with long strides. He excels on double move routes, selling his initial stacks convincingly before shifting momentum seamlessly. These traits make him particularly dangerous in mismatches. That said, Tate is still developing his route running precision. Occasionally, he rounds his cuts or struggles with balance at breakpoints, areas where continued growth will be essential. Given Ohio State's tradition of producing elite receivers, Tate has big shoes to fill, but also the opportunity to shine alongside Jeremiah Smith. 4. Makai Lemon, USC, 5'11", 195E. Lemon might not boast prototypical size, but his technique and instincts are second to none. Whether lined up inside or outside, he consistently uncovers defenders with snappy routes and plucks the ball out of the air with ease. His sticky hands were evident last season, as he recorded just one drop on 67 targets. However, Lemon faces challenges due to his smaller stature. Physical press corners can disrupt his timing, and he often lacks the strength to power through tackles. These limitations may raise questions about his role at the next level, though his quickness and understanding of coverage schemes provide a solid foundation. 5. Eric Singleton Jr., Auburn, 5'10", 180E. Singleton relies on sudden speed to compensate for his lack of size. Whether operating in the slot or on the boundary, he uses quickness and acceleration to beat defenders off the line and out of breaks. His versatility extends beyond traditional receiver duties. He's also effective on jet sweeps and motion plays. While Singleton's athleticism is undeniable, he needs to work on manipulating defenders more effectively. Better pacing and control could enhance his route running and ability to force missed tackles. If he addresses these areas, Singleton could follow in the footsteps of players like Elijah Moore, who found success despite similar size concerns. Final thoughts. This ranking provides a snapshot of the current landscape, but it's important to remember that these evaluations will evolve as more game footage becomes available. The 2026 NFL draft class may not feature a slam dunk top 10 prospect at wide receiver, but its depth ensures plenty of exciting developments ahead. So here's a thought-provoking question for you. Which of these players do you think will emerge as the biggest surprise? Share your thoughts in the comments below.